can't seem to run. This camera is everywhere. I don't know if it's okay. Right here. Well, hello. Glad you can hear me. How are you today? Are you able to hear me, Patty Cakes? Can you hear or see me? Mm, okay. All right. How are you? Are you well? I hope. Hello, Special Red. And hello to you all. If you can't quite hear me, please let me know. Hello, Dana and Rhonda. How is everyone today? We are going to start off. I hope that you are all well. And since the main topic of conversation for us in North America is the weather, I hope your weather has been treating you well. And it's been crazy where I am. We've had some really serious snowstorms. Awesome, not in necessarily the word awesome meaning great, but we've had some really big snowstorms. So I hope you're all well. And I'm quite well here. And somebody saying it's windy where they are. Yes. Snow, wind, and rain. That's the order of the day for us in North America, no matter where you are. Even places that are normally sunny. I hear it's even had snow in Las Vegas. So, um, which is normally where most of us escape to in the wintertime. Um, anyway, just wanted to come say hi and pull a couple of cards to get us started on our week. So, this is Cristabelle here. Glad to see you all on here. So let's see. And just got my original angel cards in the bag here. We'll shake and get them out. And if you're hearing some extra noise, it's really hot in the studio where I am. So I've got the fan on as well. And I think that's affecting the webcam. So let's see what happens. So let's see what the original angel cards was their message for us for today. This is Sunday, February 24th, 2019. Ah, the first card, my friends, is humor. Let's see if you can see it. Ah, okay. Humor. So let's see. In all things, apply some humor. Uh, Human beings, you take yourself too seriously. And so when you're anything that you're having challenges with, when you apply a little humor to it, that helps you get through those days and that time much easier. And it's one step at a time. So when you see the funny side of things, it really helps. So that's our word or our guidance for to carry us through the rest of this day. And now, what I would like to do is I will um, just in the interest of time, because it's about 4 p.m. where I am, and so with 7 p.m. for most of you, well, some of you in you know east of where I am. So I'm on the west coast, so it's just 4 p.m. for us. So what I will do is I'll just pull a card. I'll pull a card for um how about this? I'll pull a card. Just as just your general guidance for the message for each day of the week up to Friday of next week. I just do these live streams how I feel led. Technology, I'm still trying to get used to. So I'm just gonna pull a card for tomorrow, Monday. So let me see. I put my hands in here and see what is the daily message or general energy for tomorrow. All right. Okay. This is Monday, friends. Trust. trust and know or have faith and hope in the hand of the divine or God or spirit in all your challenges, no matter what they are. You need to really believe and have the trust that God has a plan. And even when we can't quite see that plan, so that's Monday. So trust that your guidance for tomorrow, Monday, is trust. So I'm just gonna listen to see what. All right. What is the word for Tuesday? Beauty. Beauty, that's our word for Tuesday. And okay, what I'm hearing is, it, you know, this is not just for me, this is for all of us to see the beauty in the challenges that the weather brings, to see the beauty in the snow, um, to see the beauty in the rain, to see the beauty in our environment, in the element, and to know that the beauty of spring will come with all the snow and the rain. Is to help prepare the soil so that the plants and the flowers can bloom for spring, and also the food that we eat, that is how it grows with the rain. We need the rain and the snow to prepare the soil so the the seeds can grow to give us food. So that is, we need to see the beauty, the infinite beauty of that. Okay, and let's see what's our word for. All right, this is Wednesday. Wednesday is obedience. Obedience. And this obedience is it's about listening to, okay, listening to the call, listening to the guidance. It's in us all. Okay, it's in each and every one, to take the time to slow down, to really listen. What are we being invited into? How is spirit inviting us? Spirit's invitation is never negative. It's always positive or encouraging. So each and every one of you know what your invitation is. Are you going to choose to listen to it? That is the obedience that we're being invited into for Wednesday. It could be something as simple as go down, take this path, or don't run across the street, cross at the crosswalk. So listening to that guidance, because we know it, we hear it each and every time. But the question is, do we choose to follow, or do we choose to do elsewhere? Something else. All right. Okay, Thursday. Mm, okay. Right. And Thursday is tenderness. Tenderness. That's the guidance. Tenderness. To be gentle and tender and and present. When we're exercising tenderness, we need to start with ourselves by being present. Being present meaning being in the here and now, being in the moment, not trying to, because life gets so busy that we want to rush and get things done. But to be present, to be gentle, to be kind, to be tender and compassionate with ourselves. We need to start with ourselves so we're able to extend that tenderness and understanding to other folk. All right. Now that's Thursday, Friday. Okay. All right. And the word for Friday is expectancy. Expectancy. Always, no matter what you're facing, expect the outcome. Even if you have, okay, even if you have a diagnosis that's not that's that sounds ominous, have an expectancy. Because, okay, I'm just going to blur this out, because everybody is got guarantee a healing, yet not everyone is guaranteed the cure, because human beings, we look to um, be cure. We mistake the word cure with healing, and healing everyone, God's healing, Spirit's healing, love comes to each and everyone when you're present and ready for it. So, to remember that healing comes to all of us. So expect, you know, wake up expecting the best, expect the best outcome for no matter what your circumstances is, you know, even when it seems hopeless. So expectancy, when you're living in expectancy, then um, you have hope. And when you have hope, that means the possibility of things going well. You're holding hope, you're holding on to hope. It gives you that energy that you need to move forward, to carry. So the expectancy is the word for Friday. So your guidance for Friday is expectancy. So let me put that up again. The word is expectancy. Hopefully you can see it right here. Expectancy. That is your word for Friday. So friends, um, in this uh, cards, to really take the time to um, take those words each day and meditate on it or journey with it. The way I use it personally is when I get that word, the word in the morning. So now that I've pull these cards for you, I will tomorrow morning I will ask, what is what am I to know about trust today? You know, maybe if I'm having some experience and I'm afraid to trust the people that I'm interacting with, to really listen, how can I trust someone today? How can I put myself forth to trust other people, to trust in the divine creator's love? How can I trust to know that um, in our world there's so much negativity that we believe, or we are so easily offended, or we believe someone people are out to get us, but we're being invited to trust. So really focus on that journey with it. How in your life do you not trust? How or in your experiences do you doubt? So really, so that's for Monday, which is tomorrow. So, and for beauty, which is for Tuesday, take the time. Yes, it's actually yeah. The initial message is to about seeing the beauty in the weather challenges we're having, especially in the snow, the beauty of the snow. But in what ways can you find the beauty in your life? How can you see beauty in your life, even in the things that are not so um, right initially, that you can't find beauty in, even in things that may happen that may hurt you, or you know the the there's you know there's beauty in pain, there's beauty in risk. Okay, see the beauty in risk and see the risk in beauty, because when you're willing to see beauty, you need to take a risk so you can see it. Because sometimes when you take a risk, you don't know what the outcome will be. It could not The outcome could very well not be what you wish for, but when it turns out a certain way, then you're able to see uh, uh, the beauty. Then you're able to see the goodness, the beauty, the greatness of the divine in that. Um, and for Wednesday, once again, the word is obedience. So, how can we be obedient? In what ways? It's not about following somebody's command blindly, but really going deeper, going within. In what ways are we not obedient? In what ways do we miss the call to be obedient to the divine? For example, are you doing something that's not going to be helpful for you, or healing, or hurtful for yourself? You know, um, just to use an example, you know, uh, is that extra cookie going to hurt you? That may be oversimplifying things, but you know, what kind of things do we do? Do you spend time with people who are not healthy for you? You know, do you engage in conversation or gossip about other people? That all those things. So that's, you know, when you're being, that's when you're being called to listen or be obedient. That it's an invitation to listen, to live your life in a healthier way, in a way that nurtures you and nourishes your spirit. And for Thursday, tenderness. Tenderness is important because, you know, as the week is coming to a close, if you look back and you're like, oh wow, I didn't quite follow the, you know, the words or the guidance, don't be harsh on yourself. Be tender. Be gentle with yourself. That's the invitation for to be tender, to really, when we really pay attention to helping nurse ourselves, to tend to our own wounds. It helps us, it teaches us to have compassion and be able to tend to others, because you can't tend to others, you know, see it like how when you're on the plane they tell us, if you're traveling with a small child, in case of an emergency, put your own mask on before. If you're not tender with yourself, you won't know how to be tender with others. So that is our invitation. And of course, in all things, do not give up hope, have hope. So, Friday, the guidance is expectancy. Always expect that the outcome that you're seeking is what's going to happen. The best will come to you. So, that's your daily word or the daily guidance from the original angel cards. And I would like to finish this off. And also, by the way, I'll pull the Doreen Virtue. I'll use these. This actually were her original cards, the Daily Angel Guidance. I will pull a couple of cards to see if I can give you a little reading for the weekend. And somebody was asking if they can ask a question. These sessions are mainly for to chat with you. Um, we'll see as time goes on, and I have a better setup. Maybe you'll have the opportunity to ask questions, but for the time being, this is just a way to connect. My doing this live stream is my way of connecting and giving back to the regular readings. And keep your eyes out. The love readings will be coming out this week too. More than likely, we'll see how my time goes this evening. Maybe I will start filming tonight or after work tomorrow. So either by either tomorrow or Tuesday, definitely. The excuse me, just drop one of the cards. The love readings for March will start coming out. It just depends on how my energy is and what my work week is like. So they will be out soon. Okay, let's see. What the. Okay. Uh, just check pulling the cards for the to give you your weekend guidance here. All right. So your cards are. I'm gonna take the glasses off so I can actually. Okay. Your first card from the Doreen Virtue daily cards is. Let's see. Hold this out properly. Yes. Let go of the past. Notice the signs. Hmm. Once again, okay, this is tying tying into um the the five cards that we put for the week. So it says to really the actually I guess the whole guidance is to pay attention and listen or pay attention to the signs that you're being given. The guideposts are all around you. Guidepost is just another a word for signs. The signs, the sometimes the signs comes to us, uh, you know, in subtle and simple and different ways. You know, you may be thinking about um, school, and then you may see a child's a school book somewhere, or you know, whatever that your message is, you may be coming across things related to it little by little. It doesn't, you know, we all think that when we to get a sign from the divine, it's a big neon sign flashing overhead. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't always. It's just little subtle messages that you get, and signals that you get from your interaction with the world that you live in, to truly be present. So I'm actually going to read with you what the words, the statement on here. It says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. But in this case, is to really pay attention to the signs that you're being given. That's where the trusting and seeing the beauty and being obedient, so when you get the signs, obedience in this case means when you're seeing the signs, pay attention, listen to the signs that you're being given, and 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 really focus in order for you to be able to see the signs and really clear it. Don't allow other things to cloud your judgment, to to cloud your ability to connect, to cloud your intuition. So um, that's why it's essential to let go of the past, to let go of the past, letting go, or let your past go. It's, even though it's saying let let your past go, that's what the card said. But what I'm hearing is let go of the past. Let go of the things that happened to you in the past. Let go of the, it could be as the past could be as late or early as this morning. Don't hang on to the little things. When you hang on to all those little things, they build into big things, which clouds your intuition. It blocks your way of connecting. Uh, it, you know, it's like living. Okay, it's like living in a hoarder house. There's a knock at the door. You want to answer the door, but there's so much stuff that is blocking the doorway. You're unable to open the door to the guest that you're expecting and would like on the other side. So you need to really pay attention and focus on letting go of the past. Things that happened in the past, process them and let them go. Yes, every day we have experiences that traumatize us. It's not always easy to let go, but if you work on it, be willing and open to that. You want to let go of the past. So that's your guidance, and that's your message for the week. And so remember to really, the key message is notice the signs and let go of the past, but focus on trusting in the guidance that you're being given. Trust in the signs and the signs that you're being given. Notice them and trust in them, and see the beauty of your life, the beauty within your life, even in your challenges and in all things. Remember, how are you being led? Are you listening? Like obedience. It's another word for listening to the call of the divine. And be tender. Don't judge yourself so harshly. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be tender with yourself. Tend your wounded places. Tend yourself. That way you will be able to tend others, because that's what we're called to do. That's how we are invited to be present in the world, to take care of ourselves and care for others. It doesn't necessarily mean just our families, but be present, care, and really be present for others. So really care and extend yourself to others. And in all things, expect that the good things in life are yours. Believe in your deservedness, believe in your belovedness, and have a positive outlook and always expect the best outcome for yourself. So that's our guidance for the week. Now, I am going to put my glasses on so I can read some of your. It seems some people may have some questions. Um, and Patty Cakes, I want to thank you. I guess you've become sort of our community moderator. Thank you so much for posting this app for me. I appreciate it. And I want to wish you all well this week. I'm sending you love and blessings. But I'm just going to look down really quick to see if there, um, okay, there, I don't see any specific questions. Um, I'm not, I can see what questions some people may have, um, and we'll see how, if I'm led to answer them, I will be glad to answer them. If, so, I guess it will say, I'm opening the floor. Okay. Uh, Amber Christ. Well, hello. The actually the subject there is none. It was being the daily angel word guidance. That's what I've shared. So if you read the comments, Patty Cakes generously wrote them out. The word for each day. There's a word to guide each day, and then to wrap the week up, there's I pulled two of the daily cards for the weekend. So that is what we talked about. But a couple of people had popped out by wanting if they could ask some questions, and you know, I really didn't have any plans to answer questions, but I'm just feeling so. What if you have a questions? Um, if you have questions, and this is it's great to have you on here, but I prefer if people. I'm just going to. I know some people have their own channels coming on here, but if we can have a discussion, but rather than asking if to subscribe to your channels, and uh, this is not really actually I rather not use this time to for marketing or promoting yes. So okay. All right, what is your request? Somebody. That's all right, I understand. I know. Okay, somebody had a request and somebody apologized. All accepted. Okay, the person with the request, where is your small request? Okay, I don't see. I guess that would be Amber Christ. What is your request? All right, I will pray for you. That those requests I'm glad to take. Those are questions that I'm glad to answer. I will add you to my prayer list. I will pray for you. I um, but most importantly, I pray for you to have faith and to hold love in your heart for everybody, regardless of which is the hardest thing, regardless of what situation you find yourself in. Even the people that you feel that are hurting you, don't focus on um, if for the best outcome for you and for everyone involved. Let that be your focus rather than focusing on how or what they may have done to hurt you or what they're doing to hurt you. Unless you're in physical danger, then I suggest that you seek help and from the authorities. If you're in physical danger, I I suggest that you contact the authorities in your area and get help. But if you're not in physical danger, I really suggest that you pray for the people who are hurting you, and pray for yourself to have the courage to um, not judge anyone or not wish anyone ill, because then that way it helps resolve your issues, and to pray, most importantly, to have the courage to look at each, whatever your situation is, to look at it objectively, to look at it with love and understanding and forgiveness for the other people, and have love and understanding for yourself. If you wish them ill, or you uh, threaten violence to anyone in any way, we are human after all. Pray for yourself, but I will hold you in prayer. And I think Jason, the Jason, the topic was just the daily word or angel word for to guide us through the day for each day of the week, and then a couple of phrases for the weekend. So, um, like I said, it's a lovely community member named Patty Cakes had written them all out singly. So if you don't mind reading through the comments, then you see the words of the what the words for each day and the weekend guidance is. So okay, I heard it. All right. Well, is there some, okay? The people, okay. I hear you. I will pray for you. You know, and pray yourself and ask for the whatever. In everything there's some learning for us, to see what learnings are you to gain from this. How is this situation, how can you see your situation to strengthen you. It is hard when we're in the midst of challenges to see the what is the learning that we're supposed to glean for this, what is the lesson, what are we to take from it. So to really focus on learning whatever the lesson is that we're to learn. How can we learn, or what can we learn? How can we use that to strengthen us for our growth, for our emotional and spiritual growth in every situation there that we're experiencing? There's a way that, and things that we can learn to help us grow. So that is what I will suggest. You know, regardless how, even if we're dealing with the authorities, how is the system not helping us? How can we learn from that by the system? You know, any challenges we have with authorities, be it legal or systemic authority, you know, what lesson can we learn from that? How can we turn that experience into something positive, even if not for ourselves, maybe to help someone else in the future. All right. Does somebody else have a question? Is there somebody else asking to be prayed for, to be held in prayer? I will be glad to add you to my prayer list for the week. All right. I don't see any other questions. All right. Special Red, I will keep you on my. I will put you on my list as well. Is there anything? Is there something specific you're asking for prayer for? All right. And I'm seeing this comments, and this, I have to check this camera. All right. Is there any else requesting prayer? Breathe. Whoever the special red, this is for you. Breathe. Oh, breathe. It may feel like everything is falling apart, but the thing that holds you together, the creator, that divine love that created you, holds you together. So breathe and see the guidance and hear the guidance is coming. Absolutely, Jason. God hears all of us, and we're all sinners in one way or another, because we are human. That alone, just being human and living in the world we live in today, God hears everyone's cry. I believe and know that God hears when we are crying. God cries with us. The things that happen to us, it doesn't mean that God makes bad things happen. God is with us in everything. God, um, God cries when we cry. God rejoices when we're rejoicing. God, so in everything, we God does not think or be the way we are as human beings. God is not vengeful. God does not judge in the way humans judge. God sees our pain, even the self-inflicted ones. God sees and hears our pain and lead us. Oh, good. I am, like I said, I'm putting you on the prayer list for you to have strength, for you to, you know, to, so remember, you're welcome, Jason. In Amber Christ, you are a beloved child of the Creator, no matter where you find yourself. And that goes for each and every one of you. No matter what situation you find yourself in, don't don't believe that God judges you. Even murderers, God loves us all. Even the people who do and commit heinous crimes, we we human beings, we judge them. But what I'm beginning to learn, and it's a learning, that God does not judge us the way we judge one another, or the way we prescribe our human likeness to God. Because if God judges the way we judge one another, this world, we will be even in bigger trouble than we are now. You know, the world would have fallen completely apart. But God really upholds us, even in the times that we're struggling, even when we can't see the goodness of God, or or we think that God is punishing us. You know, the God that I believe in is not out to punish us. Rather, I see that God to be like the father in the story of the prodigal son. We're always welcome home. We're always beloved no matter what. And I've experienced this myself. The grace of God is always, always holding us up and present for us and strengthening us. So in our pain, God journeys with us. God came in Jesus Christ to show us that in our pain, God knows pain. He sent his only begotten Son to live among us and experience human pain. It's not so that to punish us, it's to show us the love that God has for us. So, you know, yes, John 3:16. Thank you, Jason. So to really, really, our time together is coming to a close. So for those of you who would like me to add you to my prayer list this week, I'd be very happy to. And so at this time, I'm going to just say, you know, I ask that the divine creator, God, spirit, whatever name we call this energy that created the world, created us, whose life force flows through us to guide us through this week, to embolden us to trust in the creating and loving spirit, and to have to see the creator's beauty in each and every one of his creation, even the ones that we find challenging, to see the beauty in our pain, to see the beauty in risking to love, in risking to be bold in our lives, and to really follow the call, to listen to the call, to be obedient to the guidance that we know, not the man made obedience, but the guidance of the divine, the love of the creator, and to really experience tenderness, to experience the creator's tenderness by being tender with ourselves, to care and have compassion for ourselves and compassion and tenderness for each other, and to in all things to expect that the best possible outcome for us is coming, and to have hope in all things. So have a blessed week. This is Cristabelle saying thank you so much for joining me, and have a blessed week. Hold Always hold hope. And Rhonda, yes, relationship. Well, Rhonda, I will add you to the prayer list. And remember, I will pray for all of you, each and every one of you. So just remember that you are beloved, no matter what, no matter what situation you find yourself in. You too, Rhonda, and know and trust that the changes you need to make in your life will come, but you have to make the effort. And it's one day at a time. And don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't judge yourself too harshly, because the beloved one does not judge you so harshly, and you are beloved. And Jason, remember, confidence is a journey. I'm sure there are things that give you confidence. Focus on those. Don't let the ones that you know tend the sides of your life that you may lack confidence in, or your confidence waver. Don't don't trust in that. Trust in the areas that you have confidence in, and focus on that, and that will help you build your confidence up. No one is confident in every way, not even Oprah Winfrey, or all the the people that society puts up that uh, we need to look up to, not Bill Gates, or the big people. You know, if you look at what happens in our world, because we're such a celebrity culture, you know the people that we hold up to be, you know, best examples of confidence, they don't always have it too. You know, they we all lack as human beings. We only see the lack. We only see our failures. We don't see the gifts that we have, the that we give each other, to gift ourselves. So really, my guidance, or my two bits to you is, you know, you do if you look at your life, there are many things that you have confidence in. That Don't focus on the few that you lack confidence in any struggle you're having, all of you, each and every, myself included. Let's not look at the parts we're having struggles. Let's also just focus on let's not just focus on the struggles. Let's focus on the the good parts, because no one's life is 100% bad or awful. There are good aspects too. So hold the good, hold the good with the bad. When you truly focus on the good, and it's not about dismissing or pretending that your life is just perfect, but to just focus on the parts that you're struggling with, it, you miss seeing the beauty. So that's the part. That's the guidance. So really, you know, focus on, um, really focus on the good things in your life as well, and it, it does get better. Now I'm gonna take a my my grandmother used to say, "This too shall come to pass," and I believe it's from Ecclesiastes. There's a season for everything, a season or a time for everything. So life ebbs and flows. So really focus on that. So that will be my guidance for you this week, my friends. And I thank you so, so much for joining me. And I'm still working on the technology and learning it. So once we learn it, and um, maybe you guys can also make suggestions of some of the things you like to see on this live stream. I'm thinking maybe you might like to do pick a card. If some of you will enjoy having pick a card in on the live streams, um, let me know. You can even just leave your comments in the chat. And so I am going to say thank you and have once again blessings on the upcoming week to each and every one of you. And I am holding you all in prayer. I, it, you know, your names will be going on my prayer list, and I will pray for you for the week. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, and blessings on the week. So let this is our time. And now I'm going to try and type this out and talk to you at the same time as I say goodbye. Blessings. Blessings on your journey this week. So this Cristabelle saying goodbye for now, friends. And once again, blessings.